Hello crypto people, my name is Sebastian and welcome to the Ledger tutorial series. And in this tutorial I'm going to show you how you can connect your Ledger hardware wallet to your Phantom or Avana wallet. So let's dive in. As you can see, I have Phantom installed. Currently the Solana network is running a little bit slow, but that's okay. And I also have Avana Wallet installed. I have my Ledger wallet here, so let's make sure it's connected to our computer. If you haven't already done so, connect it via USB-C and put in your PIN code. And push both buttons together to confirm your PIN, and then enter the Solana application. As you can see, I've got Solana here. You may have BTC, ETH, Solana, a few other different ones. If you don't have the Solana app on your phone, don't worry, just check below. I've got a link covering that in a previous tutorial. So let's go into the Solana application, and now it says application is ready. As you can see on my screen, I've got 3 different wallets. These are all recorded in a sticky note. I covered this in another tutorial as well, but basically these are the wallets I want to import. In my Avana wallet, I can just click on the hamburger menu, and then just click import, and then select hardware. Then click open. Now this will open it to full screen mode, and then we can add it. Alternatively, we can just go here, and click up here. That will also open it in full screen mode. Once we're in full screen mode, just click on the hamburger menu, then import, hardware, and connect wallet. Now you see it says connected, and now we can find the addresses. The path here is a default Ledger path, and the index is the account that we're going to open. So let's click validate, and here we can see our address. If I bring up my sticky note, you can see this is wallet number 1, Solana tutorial. So let's click on import, and now we've imported that one. Let's change this 0 to a 1, and then click validate. Now this next account with this address here, CBRY, this is actually the second account. However, you can see that I've labeled it as wallet number 3. I'm going to use this account for Solana staking. Let's click import, and the account has been imported. Now let's go to index number 2. Then click validate, and it doesn't work. So let's go and check our ledger. Maybe we have to unlock it again. Back to our ledger, and it's timed out, just like that. Let's put in our PIN code again, and application is ready. So let's click validate again, and here is our address. As you can see, this is what I've labeled as wallet number 2, even though it's actually the 3rd account. This is what I'm going to use for NFTs. I'll import that. And here I have no more accounts. However, these ones I generated with Ledger Live. If I generated them here in Avana or with Ledger Live, it's the exact same address. So if I do want more addresses, I'm probably not going to use Ledger Live because it's not super user friendly. So if I want to, I can just change this number, index 3, and validate. And this shows the address. Another thing that you can do is you can record the index number. So as an example, we know that this is number 3. We can import it, 9xcx, close the window, select it here, 9xcx, select, close it. This is now our wallet here, close it again, copy the address, go to our sticky note, we might name it as miscellaneous, then we can put in our index number. So now I've got wallet 4, it's miscellaneous, and it's index 3. I can then paste my address, and then I have this recorded. Now as mentioned in a previous video, I'm just putting this in the sticky notes so that you can see them. I'm more inclined to keep it in a document or password manager such as 1Password, where it's just for my eyes only. These are only public addresses, so if someone has your public address, they cannot take your crypto. But it's still a good idea to keep those things close to your chest. Now that we're in our Avana wallet, if we click on the hamburger menu, we can see all of our different accounts. Also, if you click on a Ledger account, such as this one, scroll on down, it says that it's a Ledger account. We can also remove it if we want to. If we click on a hot wallet, like this one, and scroll on down, it does not say Ledger. Close out of it, select another Ledger account, it says Ledger. Pulling up my sticky note, I can see wallet 1, this is what I'm going to be using as my Solana tutorial. So let's go back to the hamburger menu, select this address, GKHY, then at the name, click on a name, and I'm going to name it Ledger Tutorial. Then select, close out, and here you can see my 0.4 SOL. Let's say we want to send a little bit of Solana from this wallet to another wallet, maybe a friend's wallet, maybe somewhere else. I'm going to use wallet number 4, this address here. Before I go any further, I want to double check the address is correct. Avana Wallet 5, here is the address here. I'll quickly check the first 4 and the last 4 characters. It's all good. Then I'll go back to Ledger Tutorial, and then click on Sol. Then we'll click Send. We'll copy our address, put in the recipient, and type in the amount we want to send. I'm going to skip the message for now, then click Send, and as you can see I have a connection error. Think of Ledger like a savings account, as opposed to a checking account, which is your hot wallet. So if you're going to be using small, quick transactions, you might just want to use your Avana hot wallet. Otherwise, for expensive NFTs or lots of crypto, use your ledger. As per usual, we'll put in our PIN, make sure it says application is ready, we'll close out of this transaction, then click send again, and here on our ledger it says transfer 0.1 Sol, push the right button, it says the recipient. If we have a look at our sticky note, we can see it's the same address by checking the last 4 and the first 4 characters. Push right again, and push both buttons to approve the transaction. Now on this occasion, the transaction timed out. If we click on the link, you can see clearly that the transaction did not go through, and therefore there's nothing to be found. Now this can happen from time to time with Solana. If we go to the website explorer.solana.com and scroll on down, we can see the transactions per second is at 308. Now remember, Solana is still in beta, and if transactions drop below about 1500 to 1800, then things start to get quite slow. So it's a good idea to check this website if you notice transactions are failing. It's not the ledger, it's not Avana, it's the blockchain itself. Typically, things work a lot better when it's around 2,500 transactions per second. But just remember, Ethereum only does around 15 transactions per second. We won't try to send anything else into the next tutorial, but I will quickly show you the Avana docs. It's just docs.avanawallet.com. On the left you have hardware wallets, and there's plenty of information on how to set up your hardware wallet, just in case you're running into an issue that I haven't covered in my series. Avana Wallet also has a blog entry all about your ledger and how to use it. Definitely go and check it out and bookmark it. From time to time you might just need to search something here, and the easiest way is just, of course, Control F. As an example, Control F and blind, and as you can see, blind signing, which we'll cover in the next tutorial. Now I'm quickly going to show you how to use Phantom. Phantom has been around a lot longer, and it is quite slick, but there are issues and things that I really don't like about it, which means I don't use it anymore. I will touch on some of the basics quickly, but of course, you're welcome to switch to Avana. Up the top, if you click on support, that will take you to the help section. They have a little bit of information on how to use your ledger, quite basic, and then they have some troubleshooting tips. But let's go to our Phantom hot wallet and connect it ourselves. Go into your Phantom wallet. There's no way to open this in full screen. I know a lot of people have requested it of this wallet and other wallets, but there is no way. Then go to the hamburger menu on the left hand side, click Add Connect Wallet, Connect Hardware Wallet. It has to be open in full screen for Ledger to work. Unlock your wallet and make sure Solana is open. Then click Continue, select the derivation path and the address you want to import. This derivation path here, it should say default in my opinion, but this is the default derivation path that Ledger uses. And you can see all these other accounts which I've never used. They all exist on the blockchain connected to your seed phrase. Like Avana, you do have other derivation paths. However, this one's the default, so we'll use that. Click Add Account, and done. Then go back to your Phantom wallet. You can see your Ledger one here. Click on the hamburger menu. Here's your hot wallet, and here's your Ledger one. To add another, add Connect Wallet, Connect Hardware Wallet, Continue, change the derivation address again to your default, let it search, and select the second, third, or whichever one you want. You can do this one if you want to. However, you're not going to know what index number this is, so it's going to make it a little bit harder compared to Avana working with Ledger. But of course, you can just record the address. Add account, and done. Back to your wallet, wallet, ledger, ledger. I still definitely prefer Avana, but I'll show you a couple of tricks in other tutorials using Phantom. You have to trust the wallet that you use, and I'm sure as you see more features that Avana has, you're going to like that wallet in the future. Anyway, we'll end the tutorial now. As you can see, the transactions per second is still too low, so we'll go over that in a tutorial coming up. But in the next tutorial, I'm going to go over what is blind signing. Thanks very much for watching. We'll catch you in the next tutorial. Cheers.